celebrate the special relationship of Alex and Joseph and to be witnesses and supporters of the commitment they will share with one another. Together, we are a group of the most important people in their lives, and they have brought us here to publicly recognize that we've all played some very special part in their love. Even Nika is here. Alex and Joseph asked me to thank all of you for being here today and for you to know how important each one of you are to their relationship. They would also like to recognize who couldn't be here with us, as they are certainly missed but not forgotten on this day of celebration. Speaking of important people, there were none more important in influencing the lives of Alex and Joseph than their parents. And I would ask all of you to sit down right now. And I would ask that Joseph's parents, Jerry and Joan Breiling, please stand up. The groom's mom and dad, let's give them a hand. And Alex's parents, Chuck and Karen Landry. Half of you, please stand up. Now that having been said, who gives this beautiful bride away in marriage to this man? Alex and Joseph, marriage gives permanence and structure to a couple's love. It's a way to tell one another that you are still in this together. Marriage is telling the one you love that you are not going anywhere when the journey gets tough. And that's a powerful commitment for two people to make to one another. A good marriage must be built on the foundation of this commitment. In marriage, it's the little things that can become the big things, and maybe not even so nicely so. You know what I mean? For example, when Joseph does everything at the last minute, that irritates the daylights out of Alex. And he also puts everything in boxes in the closets, so Alex never knows where anything is. Or when Alex never closes her dresser drawers, and I'm sure Joseph could show his lower legs how many times he's been hit, or she does a really lousy job at loading the dishwasher. Huh? Now these are the little things, but they can become big things. So it's important to remember to say, I love you and I forgive you. It is never going to sleep angry. It is standing together to face the often false promises of the world and having the courage to change them with love. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. And it is trying to understand one another, which means to stand under and support. It's speaking words of gratitude and appreciation in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere of freedom and space when necessary, in which each of you can continue to grow into the special person God created each of you to be. Friends, theirs is a wonderful love story, I asked them to send me a little write-up on their beginnings. Alex sent me a half a page. Joseph sent me a page and a half. For Alex, it was Joe's carefree, compassionate attitude that attracted her from the start. When Joe drove her to the animal shelter on Christmas and asked, "Want a puppy for Christmas?" Alex knew they were meant for each other. She says he has an amazing capacity to give and to show compassion and honesty to all the people he comes in contact with. She says our lives, career paths, and goals mesh so well together, and Alex decided to stay and live in Colorado. For Joseph, it was love at first sight, as he waited around to meet the last manager at Extreme Sports Camp in 2013. He wasn't too happy to have to hang around for this, and he also thought Alex was a guy. To my surprise, he says, Alex was not a guy, but the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. And she even carried a purple water bottle, Joe's favorite color. And Joe was hooked. He made up every excuse he could to be where she was. He says, I knew without a doubt that Alex and I would start dating and eventually get married right here on this mountain. Friends, the road that has brought Alex and Joseph here today has been filled with the love and compassion which they have shared with autistic children and adults. The ministry they have chosen speaks volumes about each one of them and has strengthened their own life and love to take on whatever this wonderful world chooses to share with you. Okay, now let's get down to some business here. You got your vows? You forgot, didn't you, Joseph? Alex and Joseph, the vows that you are about to make are a way to share your love and commitment to one another in your own words. Others' words in books and poems don't quite get the point across the way you feel in your heart. You have chosen to write your own. These vows are your way of openly declaring your love and promise to one another, as well as to all of us gathered here today. Just so beautiful. All right, Alex. Right next to you.
We are starting on this new journey together in life, and there's no one I'd rather start it with than you. You are my best friend, my listener, my adventure partner, my personal joke teller, my love and my soulmate. I'm so grateful that the universe brought me to Colorado to find you. Your passion for life and everything you do inspires me and helps me grow in my passions. You have seen me at my best, and you've seen me at my worst. You encourage me to be myself. You have the biggest heart of anyone I know. You bring light to every situation and always find a silver lining. From the first day I met you, I've been drawn to your positive energy and look on life. You always bring a smile to those around you and to me every day. You make me laugh, you challenge me, you inspire me, you respect me, and you love me more than I could ever imagine. And I will spend the rest of my life striving to do the same for you. I can't wait to start our adventure together. I love you.
A wedding poem. It's August 13th, 2016. In front of our family and friends, we are seen. Standing up here, tying the knot, today is a day that will not be forgot. When I first met you, I absolutely knew that one day we'd say I do. Well, today is that day, and it's pretty easy to say. And here at Sunlight, we had our first date. I was certain then that you were my soulmate. As the days passed by and our love grew stronger, I popped the question because I couldn't wait any longer. Now is the time that you become my wife, and I've been waiting for this my entire life. Our families and lives are joining together, and I'm certain this love will last forever. Alex, I love you with all of my heart. I love you for being yourself. I love that you laugh at my jokes. I love your positivity, your smile, and your energy. I love that you listen to your heart as well. I love that we're two pieces of a puzzle that fit perfectly together. And most importantly, I love you for you, this beautiful, intelligent, courageous, independent, loving woman that's standing across from me right now. I knew from the very first moment I had seen you that you were my one, and I've been searching for you my entire life. And the crazy thing is you came here and found me instead. And sharing my life with you the last 3 years has been amazing, and I'm thrilled to share my life with you for this lifetime and beyond. Our love is so strong, and I'm so grateful that a force as strong as this love exists in the world. You complete me as a person, and together we can accomplish anything. Last night I was looking up at the sky and I made a wish on a bunch of falling stars. There were millions of them. And I'm not going to say exactly what that wish was because I want it to come true. But basically, I want to make you happy. I want to do everything in my power to make you happy and to keep you having a positive attitude. And I promise that I will always be there for you. I will always love you. I will always be truthful to you. And I cannot wait to start the rest of my life with you. You are my absolute soulmate, and I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. That's it.
I wish I were marrying him. It's not done yet, he says. Now, Alex and Joseph, we will now exchange rings to symbolize their commitment to one another. Rings are derived from humble beginnings of imperfect metal to recreate something striking where there was once nothing at all. It is customarily worn next to the little finger, as it is the only finger with a vein running directly to the heart. These rings will ever be an outward sign of their love and commitment. Joseph, please take Alex's hand and repeat these words. Alex, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Alex, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
For today and tomorrow, and for all the days to come.
For today and tomorrow, and for all of the days to come.
Wear it as a sign of what we will promise on this day.
Wear it as a sign
Of what we will promise on this day.
what we will promise on this day.
And know that my love is present now and will be forever.
Know that my love is present now and will be forever.
You can place the ring on her finger. Alex, please take Joseph's hand and repeat these words. Joseph, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love. For today and tomorrow and for all the days to come. Wear it as a sign of what we will promise on this day. And know that my love is present now and will be forever. Okay, put the ring on. Very good. By sharing your vows and exchanging rings here today, you are no longer two separate people, but one couple together. My friends Alex and Joseph chose the unity bouquet to symbolize the love for one another and for all those who mean so much to them. They grew the flowers in their own garden. The flowers placed by Karen and Jean at the beginning of the procession, Joan. Oh. The flowers placed by Karen and Joan. I've got Jean written in here, that's why. Excuse me, Joan. Represent the life of their family member who is going to be married. Each individual flower is represented by an individual in the family of each partner. These two vases of flowers on each side of me represent Alex and Joseph's respective family. We celebrate that these two previously separated circles of love are being united into a new and wider circle. And we are all so happy about that. The flowers represent the ways in which each partner has blossomed and grown up to this point in their life. The flower born of the tiniest of seeds symbolizes both the beauty and the potential of love that blooms and grows through time. It is born of a plant with roots that remind us of our families, whose love and support is important to the strength of this new union. Alex and Joseph, I ask you to each take one of those pots of flowers. These two pots of flowers represent your hopes for your marriage as you cultivate a union with deep and strong roots, taking pleasure in the effort that entails. And would you now join those together into the one pot? Although each bouquet and each life was beautiful alone, they are even more beautiful together. Every time you see a flower, Alex and Joseph, may it remind you of the joy and love you feel this day, and your commitment to bring life and beauty to one another and to all the other people you will meet along your journey of life. Okay, my friends, it's time to make some magic. Family and friends, we have witnessed Alex and Joseph's exchange of vows, professing their love and symbolizing their commitment by exchanging rings and relinquishing their separate lives by the gathering together two separate vases of flowers into one. With all of this, there is just one more question I need answered by each one of them. Ladies, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Don't say yes until you everything. Got it? Sorry, folks. Okay. Alex, Alex, do you take Joseph to be your husband and to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and support him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? And Joseph, do you take Alex to be your wife and to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and support her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I most certainly sure do.
Then, with great joy, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Joseph, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor and privilege to be the first to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Breiling.
Ha ha ha.